Hello, everybody. Brian here. Hello, everybody. Brian here from quantlabs.net. Hi, everybody. Brian from quantlabs.net. Been a long time. 5 days. I'll update in another video what I've been doing. So here we are doing another live event on good old YouTube. So what I'm going to talk about is the usual market analysis for here. It's December 12th, I believe. Just after midnight, 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us. So let's go over to our usual. If you want to know more stuff about what I do, just come over to quantlabs.net. Join the soon-to-be revolution again by filling out these forms. With this form, get yourself some free trading tech books that are proven to be very helpful for people. And also, just so you know, I'm not sure how long this will last. This we're here for the market analysis. We've been hearing some new stuff. We've been working heavily on really nerdy tech stuff. So I've got my MotiveWave loaded up, and some questions have come up about this. I have to tell you, I've not been really keeping track of the market. I know the markets are fairly quiet. If I go to financeyahoo.com in another video, so hold tight for that. Alright, so as I always keep saying, you know when you have slim pickings, when there's not a lot going on out there in the markets for knowing what to put capital into. So right now we have our usual harmonic scan done, 4-hour chart, as well as we want the price or the target here behind the price. I like the long only right now. It just makes life. You have a long here. Now you can see here since November 15th, everything's pretty well been range bound. This is the hard time to trade, folks. Nasdaq, we got short here. You can see here, slight steady decline, came back off. Don't know, man. I mean, I'll try to see if there's anything out there. Britain, with the Brexit not looking good, especially with Boris Johnson saying he thinks there might not be a deal by the end of the year. From what I'm seeing and what people are saying, England's going to be, or Britain's going to be in a hard spot. Same here. Anything British looks like it's been dropping. I had high hopes a week ago, and even with the British pound and the Swiss franc, it's dropping. Here's one that's interesting, but again, you can just see how long it's been declining and been range bound. And you know, this historically doesn't mean anything. These up moves. Here's the historical. It's just been a steady decline. This one, it's done well in March. Now, if the markets do tank, it's these kind of pairs you watch out for to see after a certain point to know if you have anything brewing out there. Let's see what this one is all about. Because if anything, this one might be anything, of course. China 50 don't want to load up. Oh, okay, well, here we go. So Europe against the British pound, oddly, it's been longing pretty good. That one is interesting. Let me see if I can load up the China 50. Okay, here we go. So the China 50 has been eking a little bit here. Let's see here. We want the 4-hour. Maybe I'll do a 2-hour, 6-hour. But it's just been really going nowhere. No steady trend, unlike Bitcoin. Euro against the British pound again. Here we can see a short to drop down. That might be possible. Here's a second one. Euro against the Swedish. We have a long here. And again, what I always tell people is to watch how did this pair do in March when that crash came in. See all that volume here just picked up? There was nowhere else to go during these crashes, so this is where they went. Not as strong as some other currencies in Euro against the Swedish, but be aware, and this is where we're looking out for to see generally the reversal, if there is one, like where it's just going to tank. It's been range bound for a while. You can see here it's been a nice decline. Not huge numbers. Been kind of getting weaker here since the December. Looks like around December 9th, 8th, somewhere in there. Yeah, December 8th. Where do we leave off? Right here, Nasdaq 100 again, so that's a short. USD and China Yuan, not really going anywhere, but let's see how they did back in November or in March. It was already inflated, but it's been dropping. I guess it's because the U.S. dollar's been tanking. USD Mexico is looking okay, maybe, I don't know. Natural gas I heard okay things about, but again, it's just been a steady decline. We're seeing some up moves, but I don't know, this really doesn't really do a whole lot for me. We see some longs here, so there might be some possibility again when you start to see those agriculture. But look at that, that's starting to really move. 570 up to what's the price here? 630. 613. So this might be the one to dive into with those big up moves. As well, there's really nowhere else to go. There's no oil, there's no gold, wheat, imagine that. Canadian Swiss franc again flatlining. Canadian against the Japanese yen, there's a nice short there, but really, do you want to take that? Pound against the Canadian has been dropping since November 25th. Pound against, again, the Swiss franc, the same. Pound against the Japanese yen. You can see it holds its own. It's got the support in there, but yet it's going to break through and just continue getting clobbered. Last one for an excellent is the South African rand against the Japanese yen. Again, been just sideways since November 8th. Really not anything to get excited about. Now, here's the interesting thing as we move into the very good. I've talked about this one. That's a pretty strong move up since December 1st. This one has been kind of steadily taken off, 36 to 41. Not a strong incline. Some say this is going to start to tank again. But again, let's look at the historical to see what happened in the market crash. You can see, yeah, in March, I remember this, everything was going pretty crazy on the price of oil. And even if you look at the crash, it was a pretty severe crash as well. So if you're at the price of 112, all the way down to the low, down to what are we down to? 35. Like, tell me if that's not a drop. Let me show you again. That's a 107 on the close back in June, and then by January. Oh, sorry, that's the 16th. My mistake there. I gotta be careful of that. Let's do a weekly chart. Yeah, so here you go. So this must be April. So this was the big drop I meant to say, from 69 down to, well, let's just say around here, 28, 31. So almost in half. Recovery is taking its time. Pound against the Canadian dollar, again, steady decline. The pound against the Swiss franc, yeah. USD, kind of holding its own when it's going range bound here, but really it's pointing down, and the US dollar is just not performing like you want. Look at that, USD CHF, not a good place to be. This is supposed to be where the safe haven is. So the other ones we've seen so far since beginning of December is this one, which was wheat. Let me just see here. Yeah, like I said, we had wheat and Australia, New Zealand. Are like that's pretty good, and this one as well. That's looking pretty decent. Like those are nice. Those are nice places to be. So we got here. So we're back to very good. So we got another call for Australia, New Zealand. That's good. That's not too bad. It's nice, steady rise. But as I said, there's other places you could hide out in. The Swiss franc and Hong Kong dollar. That's pretty good, actually. So, yeah. not bad at all. 1 day chart here, so this is looking good. So maybe Asia is starting to move up a little bit with the cleaner balance sheet countries. Corn, kind of not really doing anything. Euro 50, just flatline. It looks like you can definitely see it's hit its peak here since November 8th. Europe and Australia. I was hoping to see some high moves here. That was my expectation. Nothing. Same here with the Euro. Denmark, again, nothing. Euro against Japanese yen. It's moved, but it's again gone sideways, so nothing really to get excited about there. This one I was hoping to see some more of was Euro and Norwegian. Again, you just check back where it went in March. And Turkish lira flatline. It's gone up a tiny bit, but again, since November 22nd, it's really gone nowhere. Let's see if we can get... Okay, so again, same story with Euro and Poland. We've already seen the British and the Canadian dollars is dropping. British against the Swiss franc dropping. British against the Hong Kong dropping. Here's an interesting one. Hong Kong is holding its own. So this may start to move. This is the Hong Kong 3. Netherlands. That's been doing pretty good as a little exchange there of the new Netherlands 25. We don't see that a lot. New Zealand, Hong Kong, that's trending up pretty good. This is my favorite currency. It used to be Australia, but now it's proven to be is the New Zealand. Singapore against Hong Kong. Sorry, Singapore against Japanese yen. Flat. This one was doing well. Sugar. But really going nowhere. Now, you can see here a 5-year sideways. Starting to move up now if the markets start to tank. You can see here it's starting to eke up a little bit. We've got 3 of those. So this might be an interesting one to follow. And we've got 3 10-year bond as well. Here we have a short, another long. So 2 out of those 3 are longs. The 30 not really going anywhere. But so it looks like if you're doing the bond, 5-year looks like to be USD, CHF not doing well. USD, we finally got one long on Hong Kong. USD Hong Kong, but they got another one, but again, don't matter. This one I was hoping to see some interesting stories as well. Was the US Hungarian. Not much. USD Japanese yen flat again, as I said. USD. Okay, I haven't seen this in a while. Look at that. That's crazy volatility. It's because there's no liquidity, just so you know. USD Saudi. And that doesn't look like anyone has anything to say. We shall talk to you later, and have yourselves a good day. And again, check out the rumble.com/quantlabs as I'm just right now testing the streams difference between YouTube, Facebook, and